Hi y'all, welcome back. This is collective messages for earth signs and also astrological forecast for the week of September 26th to October 1st. First, we're going to cleanse and reset the space, protect, and then we'll hop into each of Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn's messages. Thank y'all for being here. There we go. Now we got a good burn. Good morning, y'all. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse my energy. Hi, Melissa, Bo, Julie, Ashley, Miss Sugar, Mia, Tomboy, Lacey, Juan, Lizandra. Hi, Daphne. Good morning. Okay, let's get into it. Y'all, these cats are going crazy this morning. Hey, thank you for the love. I'm throwing the love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Okay, earth signs. Starting off with Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium. Okay. I'm going to switch hats and I'm going to be your astrological meteorologist. Okay. What's the weather of the planets? The cosmos. All right, Taurus, so here are your energies and challenges for the week of September the 26th until October 1st. With Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, your relationships with groups, social networks, and collective ideas may be under revision. You may feel tension about where you invest your value. Saturn retrograde in Pisces asks you to examine where you've sacrificed too much, emotionally or spiritually, especially in service, compassion, and in faith. Uranus retrograde in Gemini can bring internal restlessness about your habits, routines, communication style, especially around your material success, values, and resources. Mars in Scorpio may activate deep psychological wounds around security, control, trust, and shared resources. Good morning, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love. All right, Taurus, here is your advice for opportunities and growth work, okay? Reassess your value system, financial foundations, and resources. What must be let go? Y'all hear my southern accent coming out. What must be let go of, y'all? What must be let go of, restructured, or healed? Ground spiritual discipline. Bring faith into your material world with consistent practices. Work on inner security. Build trust in your own stability rather than deepening on external scaffolding. Use Mars depth energy to excavate shadows around money, worthiness, and control. In group context, refine where you belong, where you lead, and where you disengage. Taurus, this is what you need to watch out for, and this are the pitfalls. Resistance to change in financial matters and security systems. Clinging to comfort zones even when they've outgrown you. Falling into fear around instability or resource loss. Power struggles around control in partnerships or shared finances. And Taurus, these are your soul alignment tools this week. Money and value audit. Where is money energy stuck, misaligned, or blocked? Embodiment practices, earth-based rituals, gardening, walking, grounding to reconnect with your physical senses. Name 5 things that you can taste, hear, smell, touch, and see. It's a really good way of getting grounded, anchored into the present moment. Nature retreats. Slow time with the elements to remind yourself of your inner abundance. And small but steady commitments. Ritual finance planning. I can't talk. Ritual finance planning and resource boundaries. Okay, Taurus, let's pull you a couple cards and see what Spirit has to say. Your messages for the week. We're going to start off with the Keepers of the Light. What do the Keepers of the Light have to say here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium, wherever it is in your chart. Or maybe you're a Taurus friend. Hi, friends. How you doing? Best and highest messages here, Spirit. Give me a few Keepers of the Light messages here for Taurus. Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So a lot about this abundance. So just stay grounded. Rework where it is that energy needs to go, especially on finances, what your investments are. You've got infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. What else is here, Spirit? Mahavatar Babajai, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. This is a big deal. Understanding the connection between all things. It's really good for manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption. Okay, give me some more. Attracting this abundance to you. Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Maybe you're healing father wounds this week. Maybe there's a need to forgive yourself for something. Forgive somebody else, right? Forgive them for they not know what they do. Give yourself some grace because you didn't know any better in the moment. At the time. You fell off the horse for a second. It's okay. We're not going to shrivel up like a raisin. You still going to have air in your lungs tomorrow. Okay? So there's a message here of forgiving. The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive. A lot about this forgiveness. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all and remember that love has no boundaries. Love conquers all. Give me one more. One more, Spirit. For Taurus and friends. Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. So being helpful where it's rated. Don't overextend yourself. That's a big message for all signs this week. Don't overextend yourself. Be sure that you're resting when you need to rest. You're not taking on responsibilities that are not yours. That's going to help you stay in balance, stay grounded. So you're not mucking up your own energy, trying to help that person over there. And that person's got all the tools and resources to figure it out for themselves. They're an adult. They're big boys and big girls. However the fuck they identify as, okay? They're going to be okay. Give me a few messages here from the angels and ancestor spirit for Taurus and friends. Hi, Taurus and friends. They flying out. Did you see that? Medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. Again, with this flower of life on this card. Lots about this medicine. Okay. Maybe you're in the medical field. But that's green. That's about the heart chakra. That's how we manifest abundance. Is through the heart chakra. Gratitude. Being grateful for the things that we already have. Okay. Give me a few more here, Spirit. Give me a few more. Hi, y'all. How are you? Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for the loves and all that love and light back to you. Times 10. Traveler. Move in a new direction. So you may be taking a risk this week. Moving in a different direction. Okay, it's like your compass. I'm seeing the compass from Pocahontas. It's like Spirit's giving you a direction to go. Maybe you're answering the call to go in that direction. It's like intuitively you know where to go. Give me a few more. What do the angels and ancestors have to say to Taurus? Direction. A lot about this direction. Direction guardian. Choose your path. Again with this compass. All paths lead home. So basically, it doesn't matter what direction it is that you take or how you go about doing something here. Eventually, you're going to get to where it is that you're wanting to go. Okay, all paths lead home, no matter which path you choose. There's some heavy fixed energy on this. Okay, so maybe you have heavy Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio in your chart, just in general. Maybe you're dealing with one of those signs this week. But there's a message here that it doesn't matter what direction that you choose to go. Inevitably, you're going to get to where you're trying to go. And lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay, so you just do the work, stay grounded, don't overextend yourself. You're exactly where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there. Things may get a little crazy with finances, okay? We're just going to reevaluate what doesn't serve you, what's in alignment. And we're going to move on about it, okay? All right, Taurus, let's get you some sassy affirmations. If I can find my sassy affirmations deck. I just had it up here. There it goes. It was hiding. It was hiding. Hey, thank you for that. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. 3, 6, 8 likes in here. How you doing? Welcome. Hi, Gemini girl. Hi, Karen. How you doing? Here comes Betty again. Did y'all see your tail? What do you want, Betty? That's Black Betty. She's an instigator. She's trying to start some smack with me. It's 5:55 on the clock. She's over here trying to cause conflict, challenges, and changes. Okay. Sassy affirmations for Taurus. The week of September 26th to October 3rd. Or maybe your friend. Hi, friends. How you doing? Taurus and friends. If you don't like being called a bitch, this is where you exit out, scroll up, come back later, boo-boo, okay? This is some tough love. Here we go. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Taurus and friends. Listen, bitch. Take some time to enjoy the things that you worked hard for. Yes, a lot of y'all are workaholics, okay? Especially if you have heavy Taurus in your chart. It's about practicality. It's about the coin. That really earthy energy, your investments, your growth. Long-term success, the legacy to leave behind, right? So take some time to enjoy all the things that you worked so freaking hard for, okay? What else is here? Somebody giving you a hard time about being different. They just jealous. Listen, bitch, be a fucking weirdo. There's power in that. There's something about you that has you stand out. You get attention. So there's a message here that it's okay to be fucking weird, to be different, to shine. Hey! Thank you for that. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. There's power in that. Harness that power. Alchemize the situation. Let it be what it is. Energy is energy. And when you learn about energy transmutation, it don't matter what type of energy is being thrown your way, you can transmute that shit to work for you. Right? You ever heard life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? You're making cleansing agents out of them lemons. You made some sort of essential oil. Now you got aromatherapy. You're using all the parts and pieces, right? Because you're smart. Give me a few more here. For Taurus and friends. Sassy affirmation spirit. For this week of September the 26th to October 3rd. Listen, bitch, there's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it. So something about the time. You're exactly where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there. Quit holding yourself back. Why not you? Why not you? Happy Friday. Thank you for that. All that love and light back to you, Thompson. Thank you for the hearts, the roses, the likes, the shares, the comments, all the ways that you show love and support, y'all. Y'all are great. There's no right time to do something, okay? Trust yourself and just do it. Put yourself out there. Take the chance. You're going to be successful one way or another. It's inevitable. All paths lead home. Give me a few more. A few more here. Taurus and friends. Listen, bitch. Y'all are under stress. Y'all are under a lot of stress, you workaholics. That's why you're not taking no breaks and recharging your batteries. Listen, bitch. Don't get so weighed down by your worries that you forget to live. Enjoy the things that you worked hard for and don't get so weighed down by your worries that you forget to live. Take the vacation, retreat, recharge, pamper yourself a little bit. Go buy the thing. It's good for morale, and morale is good for survival. I know that. I used to binge watch Bear Grylls. He's always talking about morale, keeping morale high, because morale is good for survival. Give me just a few more. Damn, those things flew out. Listen, bitch. Take a look around. You're lucky as shit. Remember that. This is where we're coming from, a place of gratitude. Okay, being grateful for the things that we already have. This isn't toxic positivity. Okay, we're aware of the negative shit. You're still tending to the negative shit. But this is where we're shifting out of that victimhood mentality of being stuck in certain situations or ways of being, mind states, ways of thinking. You're taking a look around and you're remembering that you are incredibly lucky as you are right now in this moment. You're taking it to the bare bones. You've got air in your lungs, blood pumping through your veins. You got a roof over your head, a place to lay your head at night, food in the fridge, running water, a vehicle to get from point A to point B, whatever that looks like for you. But you're taking a look around and you're remembering how lucky, how blessed you really are. Give me one more here for Taurus and friends, Spirit. And listen, bitch, if you don't believe in yourself, give me two. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? You set the tone of how people show up in your life. So if you're not going to be your own biggest cheerleader, if you don't believe in it or know it, like the sun is coming up tomorrow, okay, other people are not going to invest into your idea. They're not going to invest into your energy. They're not going to invest into you. Okay? And listen, bitch, you don't need permission to say no, fuck them. So you being sassy this week too. You're taking charge. And you're saying, no, F you, I don't need your permission. I'm the author of my story. I'm the boss here. I'm the main character of my story. You don't act right, you don't even get to be the background noise. Okay. All right, Taurus. Hope that you found a message that resonates with you. If you caught me live, thank you for popping in and hanging out with me for a time. Y'all are amazing. Let me ring the bell for you one more time. Hey! 2.3K likes. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Moving into Virgo. All right, Virgo. See what you got going on. Good morning, y'all. Okay. These are your energies and challenges for the week of September the 26th to October the 3rd. Virgo, wherever your placement is in your chart. The sun in Libra triggers relational shifts, balance between self and other. Service, relationships, and fairness will come into focus. Saturn retrograde in Pisces calls you to re-examine deeper spiritual or service structures. How have your systems of care or giving eroded your boundaries? Uranus retrograde in Gemini brings internal awakenings around your daily patterns, thought systems, learning, and communication. Uranus retrograde in Gemini didn't I just say that? I did. My bad, y'all. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius may stir evolutionary change in how you connect to communities, causes, or networks that amplify your service voice, the way that you speak up in those sectors. Okay. All right, Virgo. These are your opportunities in growth work. Spirit's asking you to recalibrate your service orientation. Serve without self-erasure. I don't even know what that word means, y'all. I'm going to be honest. What is erasure? Erasure? Self-erasure? Is that like awareness? I'm going to have to look that one up. Where's my pen? I'm going to learn me a new word today. E-R-A-S-U-R-E. Watch, I'll come back next week and I'll have about 800 different ways you can use that word in a sentence. Anyway, Virgos, opportunities and growth work. Clean up mental patterns, release perfectionism, overthinking, harsh inner criticisms using Uranus' spark. Strengthen relational balance. Negotiate what you give versus what you receive. Use Mars and Scorpio to dig into subconscious patterns interfering with daily expression, productivity, or health. Deep inner reflection. Purge beliefs, narrative loops, or outdated ideas that restrain your growth. This is what you need to watch out for in your pitfalls, Virgo. Overwork, burnout, trying to fix everything for others. Criticism, self-judgment, mental overwhelm. Getting lost in service to avoid confronting your own needs. Resistance to releasing old service structures or letting go of control. Here's your soul alignment tools. Daily pause practice, short meditations, inner scanning, breath work to calm mental activity, shadow journaling. Where are you overly self-critical or self-sacrificing? Rituals of release. Ceremonially let go of systems or routines that no longer serve. So some ways that you can do that is writing it down on a piece of paper and burning it, okay? Another way that you can do it is writing it on a balloon and literally watching the balloon fly off into the sky, okay? But there's a way that you can, it's about having a little moment to let go of what it is that needs to be let go of, to release it, and you're visually watching it leave your energy, okay? Betty! Here she comes again, y'all. Erasure. The removal of writing, recorded material, or data. Thank you, Gemini girl. So there's the definition for that if you're like me and you ain't never seen that word before, okay? Oh, that's too funny. Thank you for that, Gemini girl. Okay, so Virgo. Give and take check-ins in your relationships. Ask for space, support, and reciprocity. I can't talk now. Reciprocity. Let's pull you some cards, Virgo. Betty, what do you want, baby? You want to say hey. You just want to be seen. You want attention. Huh? You want to say hello. This is Black Betty, y'all. She's the instigator. You're trying to make an appearance. You just want some loving? She's purring. Aww. You just came to say hey for a minute, huh? She usually sits in this chair when I'm not in it, and she wants in the chair. I know, baby. You go on. We'll play in a little bit. Okay. All right, Virgo. See what we got going on here. Virgo and friends. Best and highest message here. What does Spirit have to say about it this week? Messages for this week. September 26th to October 3rd. What's in the energy? Okay, Virgo. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Y'all see this light flickering? Somebody's got Spirit trying to come through. It's messing with my light. Frigid, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So expect miracles. Recognize that you have the power. Taurus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So don't forget that thoughts are energy. Okay? Miraculous changes are occurring because your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. What's taking up your headspace? What are the thoughts that you're having? It can be mentally draining when we start trying to reprogram our brain. So give yourself some grace there. Okay? Take it easy if you're new to that. It can. It's mentally draining when you first start. But once you get there, you know, you start realizing that you're attracting the energy that you're in the headspace. So if you're in a good mind frame and you're stable and you're aware, not saying that you don't have negative thoughts. It doesn't mean that you don't have hardships and challenges. It means that you're better to combat that because you're anchored in. Okay? Because the way that you're thinking, the way that you can reverse engineer where the thoughts are coming from. Where's it rooted at? Give me a few more. A few more for Virgo and friends. Master Buddha just said that. Increased awareness. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Deep connection and trust your inner voice. And Gaia, earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, and stay grounded. We just talked about staying grounded, so this is getting a little redundant. Thank you for all the confirmation, Spirit. I feel like Spirit backing me up this morning. Okay, let's get a couple angels and ancestor cards. And then we'll take it up a notch with some sassy affirmations, okay? All right, best and highest message here for Virgo and friends. Angels and ancestors, what do they have to say? Good morning, Chef Vargas. Hi, Lillian. How y'all doing? Linda, Bobby, Miss Tantan, Diva Mama, Angelita, Kevlar, Big Hunk, J Howe, Jonathan, Chiara. Hi, Tech, Mabrat, Soph. Good morning, y'all. Russell, how's it going? Welcome. Hi, Cepeda. Kathy, Lonnie, send all that love and light back to you. Tom's 10. How y'all doing? Good morning. Okay, what do the angels and ancestors have to say for Virgo and friends? And we got Capricorn after that. Dang, I told you something is messing with my light. Over here flickering the way that it is, being all crazy. Guardian angel, you are not alone. You got a passed over loved one trying to come through, letting you know they're guiding you, they're supporting you, they're watching you. Not in a creepy way. It's all with love. Magic guardian, unlock the magic within, okay? Let's talk about alchemizing situations, right? We talked about that a little bit earlier, about when life gives you lemons, not only you making lemonade, boo-boo, you done made essential oils for aromatherapy, you done figured out some cleaning solutions with them lemons. You know, you're using everything that you can to alchemize the situation, using the resources that it is that you do have. Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing, trust your intuition, right? This is where you're trusting your gut. You're not getting caught up in the heart space with your emotions. You're not getting caught up in the head space with the stress and the anxiety and the paranoia. You're coming from what it is that you know in your gut. It's a feeling, a knowing. Trust that. You're spot on. Give me a few more here. Give me a few more. Best and highest messages here for Virgo and friends. High Priest, intend and create. Here's some more of this Horus energy. So Virgo, you're being really protected during this time. Okay, and then we have She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. So getting back to some sort of primal nature about yourself, a lot about listening to your instincts. Being a savage for what it is that you believe in, for what it is that you're trying to grow. Being a savage for yourself, okay? Especially the inner child. When we start working with that inner child work, that shadow work, childhood trauma, this is where you're putting the little child version of yourself who's been driving the vehicle for a while. You're saying, boo-boo, it's time to get in the back seat. Big daddy, big mom is here. It's time for me to drive, okay? To unleash the wild within. All right, let's get you some sassy affirmations, Virgo. Again, just a reminder, if you're new to this, if you don't like being called a bitch, exit out, scroll up, come back later, boo-boo, okay? Don't get sassy for a second. I don't want to trigger anybody. If you don't have tough skin, you trigger easy. You can't be a poo nanny in here, okay? Shit, real life shit hurts. The truth hurts sometimes. Hey, thank you for that. Saw that light back to you times 10. But we on our woke shit over here. Okay? Not the new age, modern day woke shit. It's the ancient woke shit. And we really trying to do better, be better. Give me some messages here, Spirit. Sassy affirmations for Virgo and friends. Listen, bitch. You are one decision away from changing your life if you want to. This is about taking accountability and responsibility for the situations that we're in. Not becoming a product of our environment, a victim of our circumstances, okay? This is about taking charge, making a change with that. Listen, bitch, you can either worry or believe in yourself. Guess which one feels better. Either you can get caught up in the worries and the anxieties of it, or you can just believe in yourself and take action, okay? Listen, bitch, don't let any motherfucker disturb your peace. Dang, that's a big one. So many times do we get caught up in our own empathy, because if you resonate with this energy over here, with this community, you're probably an empath or highly sensitive, okay? Maybe you resonate with terms like Starseed or Lightworker, Light Warrior, Shaman. Put it where it fits, don't make it fit. Whatever label you put on it, okay? A lot of times we don't have the best boundaries with people because we want to help. We overextend ourselves. We feel obligated, right? We get a lot of fulfillment of helping others. But sometimes we can get taken advantage of if we're not careful. So there's a message here to be careful, to have strong boundaries, and don't let any motherfucker disturb your peace. You built that. That is to be protected. Not everybody rates being in your energy. Not everybody deserves access to those parts and pieces of yourself, especially if it's going to disturb your peace that you work so hard to protect, that you work so hard to regain. Give me a few more. Virgo and friends, sassy affirmations. Listen, bitch, you are not one thing. You are a million amazing things. A lot of y'all are. You're not some one-hit wonder. You're not just one thing, okay? There's a lot of really great aspects and traits, characteristics that make you amazing, okay? You're multifaceted, and people may hate on you for that. They don't understand because it's not surface level. Does that make sense? You have depth to you. A lot of you are masters of a jack of all trades and a master of none. And even some of you are a jack of all trades and a master of some, you know. But you are not just one thing. There's a lot of different amazing things that make you. You also got, listen, bitch, you don't need permission to say no. Fuck them. So there is. You're calling your power back this week, Virgo. Okay? You don't need anybody's permission to make the decisions that it is that you're making or to take action. You're just doing it. You're telling people, no, F you. This is what I want. This is what resonates. This is where it is I feel called to go. And damn it, I'm doing it. Give me one more here for Virgo. One more. Virgo and friends. Listen, bitch, take some time to enjoy the things that you worked hard for. And Virgo, if you've been a workaholic lately, if you've been under a lot of stress, don't forget to celebrate your little wins. Go treat yourself with in some sort of way. Okay, maybe you like to go get your nails done. Maybe you like to go to car shows. I don't know, whatever that looks like for you. But take some time to enjoy the things that you work so hard for, okay? All right, Virgo, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out with me if you caught the live. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little gray notification bell so I can see you again. And you know when I post more videos like this one. Thank you. So I love like back to you times 10. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you for being here. All the ways you show love and support. Y'all are amazing. Y'all help me grow. And the more that I grow, the more that I can show up and be here with you, okay? Last but not least, we have Capricorn to cover. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium. I'm actually Capricorn Stellium. I have a love-hate relationship with my Capricorn energy. Y'all, because this is why. Let me tell you why real quick. My Capricorn placements are just all that Capricorn energy in my chart. I can't have a hobby and just enjoy the damn hobby. I have to turn it into a side hustle. That is my Capricorn. I just can't do it. I cannot justify it. I'm not allowed to have a hobby just for the hell of it. And I swear, when I learned about my Capricorn placements, and it made perfect sense. So it's like, oh, well, no wonder. It's that way by design. But now that I know that about myself, I can use it to work for me, you know. But anyway, you're helping me find my light. Thank you, Lady Lee. Thank you for being here. Jocelyn, I appreciate you, love. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Okay, Capricorn. Here is your astrological forecast for the week of September 26th to October 3rd. Or maybe you have Capricorn heavy in your chart. Energies and challenges. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius may bring reconfiguration of your public identity, your role in communities, your long-range vision, and how you serve collective evolution. Saturn retrograde in Pisces will ask you to examine spiritual integrity, inner boundaries, legacy, and karmic obligations behind success. Uranus retrograde in Gemini might stimulate shifts in your professional beliefs, communication and career, or how you think about ambition. Here she comes again. What do you want, Betty? Uranus retrograde in Gemini might stimulate shifts in your professional beliefs, communication, career, and how you think about ambition. All right, Mars in Scorpio presses you to address subterranean ambitions, desires, and the motivations you might hide behind your facade of discipline. All right, Capricorn, here are your opportunities and growth work for the week. Align career or public role with your soul values, not only outer success. Re-examine your long-term vision. Does it reflect your deeper truth or old expectations? Use Mars depth to excavate ambition shadows. Where are you overdriven, over-controlling, or disconnected from your heart's call? Rebuild legacy structures like projects, institutions, and reputations with integrity and authenticity. Embrace spiritual discipline or inner apprenticeship as the foundation of outer building. And Capricorn, this is what you need to watch out for and your pitfalls this week, or possible pitfalls. Overemphasis on external achievement at the cost of inner life. Inflexibility, rigid ambition, pride, or fear of vulnerability. Burnout or collapse under weight of expectations, roles, and responsibility. resistance to changes in reputation, career shifts, or public role redefinition. And here are your soul alignment tools for the week. Vision work. Meditate on your legacy, what imprint you want beyond status or recognition. Ritual around ambition. Consecrate your goals, align them with a higher purpose. Silent retreats or periods of withdrawal to recharge your inner authority. And last but not least, embodied leadership practices, service, mentoring, grounding into body wisdom. All right, Capricorn, let's pull you some cards on this. Capricorn and friends, how y'all doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're catching me live, good morning. Happy Friday. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. I'm so grateful for all the ways that you show up, show out, show love and support. Okay, let's start with Keepers of the Light. What do Keepers of the Light have to say? Best and highest message here, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear for Capricorn this week? What do the Keepers of the Light have to say? Radha. Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So you may be healing a relationship with someone. If it's not with another person, it may be a relationship to another aspect of yourself, or this could have to be with like a career choice or something else that you're involved in. Okay. Joan of Arc. Voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So speaking up for yourself, standing your ground. Yep, Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. There's a lot of this like speaking up for yourself. Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Okay, so it's not just about what you can produce. You're loved more than just your productivity. Okay. It's a big one for Capricorn. You're loved anyway, whether you produce something or not, boo-boo. Okay? All right, what do the angels and ancestors have to say for Capricorn and friends? What do the angels and ancestors have to say? Thanks for the love. Send all that love and light back to you, Thomas 10. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Okay, Spirit. Angels and ancestors. Be fearless and stand strong. You are a warrior. Spiritual baddies, spiritual daddies, okay? Be fearless and stand strong. Stand your ground. Speak up for yourself. This is worth fighting for, especially if it's worth fighting for. Mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. So there may need to be a time to pause this week and reflect on the matter. Reflect on situations. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. This is huge when clearing out blockages, because we can get so much stagnant, stuck energy because we feel the need to be right, you know? And there's a difference. There is a difference there, like feeling the need to be right all the time or searching for what the truth really is, you know? Sometimes we get that confused. Give me a few more. It's different to just have the validation of being right and being somebody who needs the truth, because if you share information with other people and you give people the wrong information, you know, that falls on you. Thank you. Thank you. That's another one right back to you times 10. Okay, Spirit. Give me two more. Two more from the angels and ancestors for Capricorn and friends. Hey, I see the fire. I'm making it hot in here. Instagram says, where's my sassy affirmations at? They turn it up to heat. Shapeshifter, transform and avail your gifts. So yeah, there's some other, we said this about Virgo. You could be very multifaceted. Thank you. Send all that love like back to you times 10. I appreciate that, love. But you're very multifaceted, okay? There's a lot of different skills that you can pull from, all right? You got a lot of different little resources or things that you've trained in, little nuggets of information that you put in your little toolbox that you can pull from, okay? So it's important for you may be pulling from your resource box this week. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. And we have autumn. It's time to release the old and rest. Just like the trees, release the dead leaves off the limbs during fall, right? That's what you're doing energetically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe all of the above. but you're releasing the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are dead, the things that are weighing you down. The dead weight. Yeah, I said that yesterday. It's kind of like on a rose bush, right? You go and you cut off the dead buds so the new growth can take place. You're getting rid of what doesn't serve you anymore, okay? All right, let's get you some sassy affirmations. We're going to turn it up for just a second. Again, as a reminder, I have to say it. If you don't like being called a bitch and you get triggered easy, you may want to exit out, scroll up, come back later, okay? We're getting a little sassy in here. Best and highest messages, Spirit. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Capricorn and friends. Listen, bitch. Don't waste a drop of energy trying to change someone else. That's right. It is not your responsibility to change someone else. That can definitely cause some stagnant energy. It creates us being stuck, you know. So don't waste your time. Don't waste another drop of energy trying to change that person over there. It's not your responsibility. That's their responsibility. And people aren't going to change unless they want to. Okay? Oh, Capricorn! Y'all coming out confident. Listen, bitch. No other bitch can do it like you can. You got the secret sauce, okay? You are the goat. You are incredibly resilient and persevering. You're going to get to the top of that mountain one way or another. Step by step, hoof by hoof. No other bitch can do it like you can, okay? You all that and a bag of chips. Don't you forget it. Of course, you're going to have them people come hate on your ass because they're intimidated by you. They're threatened because no other bitch can do it like you can, okay? Give me a few more, Spirit. Give me a few more here for Capricorn and friends. You ruffling some tail feathers. It's all that success. Listen, bitch. Your best is more than enough. I promise. Yeah. If you've been hard on yourself lately because you feel like you haven't been doing enough, boo-boo, if you've been giving your best every single day, whatever that looks like, then you're doing more than enough. Most people don't even show up. At least you show up and you're putting forth your best effort. Maybe that's 20% less than yesterday. Maybe that's 70% more tomorrow. But whatever it is, it's the best that you can give in the moment. That's all you can do, okay? So honor that. Your best is more than enough, I promise. And listen, bitch, you've come so far. Keep betting on yourself. This is one of those energies where, you know, like there's a promotion up at work. And your boss comes and asks you, it's like just kind of like bouncing it off, ideas off of you. And asking you, who do you think would be best for this position? You better be nominating yourself. You better be telling your boss, you're the best for that position. Why are you going to build that person up over there? Knowing good and damn well, when the boss goes to ask them, they're not nominating you. You know, there's a need to not make alliances or allegiances or staying loyal to people, places, and things that are not loyal to you. And that can be really hard for us sometimes. Like I said, when we're empaths, we're highly sensitives. We're here to help others, right? That's where you're overextending yourself and you're self-sacrificing in a situation that doesn't rate that, you know? So you've come so far. You've done the work. You've overcome the obstacles. It's your insight, your knowledge, your fucking experience. Keep betting on yourself, boo-boo. Give me two more, Spirit. Give me two more here. Capricorn and friends. Y'all better not. You better not let me find out about it. That you nominating somebody else for that promotion. Don't you do that. Don't you block your own blessings. You better be your biggest cheerleader. Yes, it's cringe. Everybody's going to be hating on your ass. Because they didn't have the guts to do it. Just go be cringe. Me. I nominate myself for that promotion, please. Make them eye roll. Make them people go put their hater shades on. Eventually you get used to it and you'll turn it into a game. Where you just walk in and you see people's eyes rolling. Oh God, here they are. You're meant to be extra. That's why you're special. That's why you're successful. Think about all the other people that are successful, especially the people you see on mainstream media. They're weird. They're not normal. That's why they're stars. Because they're different. They're leaders, not followers. You are not a follower. You're the leader. Nominate your own self. Give me a few more. Be cringe. It's okay. They can handle it. Listen, bitch, you can recover from anything. Your resilience is unmatched. And a lot of times, y'all can run circles around these people on your worst fucking day. You're out there running laps before they even wake up in the morning, you know? Energetically, spiritually, maybe even in the physical. Put it where it fits, don't make it fit, okay? And listen, bitch, your worth is not tied to your productivity. I said that, didn't I already? Your worth is not tied to how much you can produce, okay? You're incredible by you just sitting there and breathing. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. If you caught the live Capricorn, I hope that you found messages that resonate with you. Thank you again for all the ways that y'all show love and support. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do have personal readings open, y'all. We currently have 2 people in line, Destiny and Jennifer. I'll be back around 10 o'clock Central Time, approximately. Y'all give me like a few minutes because I got an 8-month-old to try to get down for a morning nap around that time. And that's the only reason why I can show up here for personal readings during that time. But y'all just keep a lookout. It's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, at Lady Leo Spiritual. Same spelling as here if you're wanting to get in line. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. Okay? If you're looking for private services, I have private readings, hex and curse removals, energy cleansings, cord cuttings, distance Reiki sessions, natal charts, and some self-made decks that were inspired by my Instagram followers at ladyleospiritual.com. Okay? If y'all want to check that out. Again, I'm so grateful for all the ways that y'all show up and show out. Y'all are helping me grow. And the more that I can grow, the more that I can show up and hang out with y'all. And I absolutely love that. This is my passion. If you're new here, I got my start on Instagram. I've been live streaming readings, channeled messages, tarot, energy healings for 5 years now. I've moved over to TikTok and added it in too. And y'all it's a whole different experience. But it's been great. Y'all showed me a lot of love. We got more trolls on TikTok than we do Instagram. I'll say that. There's more random people that pop in here and feel the need to comment. Stupid shit. But it is what it is. I guess it just comes with the territory on this platform. But anyway. All right, y'all. I hope to catch you later. Feel free to pop in the live for personal readings if y'all just want to hang out. And I will see you again soon. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't forget to shine your light bright. Thank you. Keep shining your light bright. You know I'm going to say it. If your light ain't irritate nobody's demons, boo-boo, turn up the heat. Blind the eyes out. They're grown-ass adults. They can go get their hater shades or look away. Turn the other way and look another way, you know. All right, y'all. Love and light.